Hello friends, welcome to Surivali's kitchen. Now I'm going to show you a very special recipe. We are going to prepare a pickle called Avakaya. Avakaya is a very famous Andhra recipe. We usually prepare it in summer in large quantities, say around 20 to even 50 or 100 mangoes. But this is a sample version, and here are the pieces of about 2 to 2.5 mangoes. Here, this is the mango size. With this size, the mango is not fully grown, so it's going to be white on the inside. You can see it's just starting to harden up a bit. These are just perfect for the sample version because they're going to be very tangy, have a slightly sour taste, and they'd be yummy to prepare the pickle. We just need 4 more ingredients. Here you can see I have some salt. This is rye or mustard powder. Here is how it looks. You will get these packets ready-made in supermarkets. There are certain brands also available, but if you want to make it at home, all you have to do is put mustard seeds out in the sun. Let them kind of firm up, heat up a little in the sun. Don't roast them. You just want to put them out in the sun. Let them cool down a little and grind it into powder like this. You'll have to sieve it also because you want fine powder. Or the best thing, go to a shop or a supermarket, get a ready-made packet. And then we have mirchi powder. We use 3 mangoes powder. This is especially for pickles, like you can see it's written for pickle use. And here we have oil. I'm using groundnut oil because for pickles like this one, we use either groundnut oil or gingerly oil. But since this is a sample version, groundnut is good. That's it. We're just going to mix up the ingredients. Now here we use, first what we do is we mix up the powders and then we add the mango pieces. Right here I'm going to add in the chili powder. We don't have any specific standard ratios as such, but one thing that is usually followed is the mix of all 3 powders. If it is 1 part, then the mango pieces has to be double it. Now for salt. Usually salt, chili powder and mustard powder are added in equal quantities, but sometimes depending on the heat of the chili powder, or let us say the strongness of the mustard powder, we will have to add more of mustard powder than the others do. So here we are going to mix those powders together. First mix the powders, then add the mango pieces. You can use a spatula or a whisk, but when you put in your hand, all the cutlery will mix properly. Right. Just make sure there are no lumps or unmixed stuff. Good. So this pickle here, since this is a sample version, it will stay good for about 2 or 3 months at the most. After that, it will be good, but it's going to lose the taste. And by then, it will be time for the larger stuff, where we prepare in the May ending or June 1st, 2nd weeks is the time where we usually prepare the avakaya pickle in larger quantities. Right. Now the most important part is taste. Take a bit of this powder and taste it, because once you add the mango pieces or the oil, you will not be able to add the powders. Right. So you just have to taste it at this stage. and then you will know exactly how much to add more. Usually what happens is you'll have to add a little more of rice powder, that is the mustard powder, and sometimes a little bit of red chili powder as well. Just be careful with this one, do not add it too much. One thing you can do is you can also taste the mango pieces to get an idea as to exactly how tangy they are, and then you will know to adjust the powders. Just going to mix this all up nicely, and then we will add in the mango pieces. Right, now I'm going to start adding the mango pieces. I'm going to add little by little, and you can see how we are mixing it up so that all this powder, the masala, sticks to the mango pieces. Now, since this is a sample version, I'm going to prepare the basic one, but to this you can add garlic cloves. Just peel the skin and throw them in. The garlic will slowly start absorbing the flavors, and then you can add fenugreek or the methi seeds also, the normal ones. Just take a few in your hand, throw them in. They'll soak up the oil and the spice gradually. And also, if you want, you can add the black chenna. I'm not adding any of those. Just have to give it a light squeeze and mix. Right. We're just going to add all the mango pieces first, slowly. Then I'm going to start pouring in the oil. When you mix these separately, you might get a doubt as to whether the quantities are okay or not. You just have to go by the eye, because some people like to have the spice mix more than the mango pieces, while some people like to eat the mango pieces and have the spice mix less. So the basic ratio, of course, is all spice powders is 1 part and the mango pieces is 2 parts. Of course, when you kind of adjust the flavors a little, it will just shift around a bit, but that's fine. Now I'm going to start pouring in oil. Okay, I'm going to do it gradually, just turning it around. Yes, this is going to take a good amount of oil. If it has to stay long, you'll need to add some oil to it. You have to mix it up again in between. Once we are done mixing, we are going to cover it with a lid and let it sit for 24 hours. Then we are going to mix it up once. Then we are again going to let it sit for another 12 or 18 hours. Then add some little more oil if required, and then shift it into a container. Or you can check out my blog, and I will post the pictures of the final product. We won't be adding anything else at that stage. That is the reason why I have asked you to taste before mixing it up, because if we add any of these at that stage, they may not get mixed up properly, so the result will not be as good as it's going to be now. Once the mangoes soak for about 2 or 3 days, they will start releasing the tanginess into the oil and the spice mix. That is the reason why we let it sit and marinate for at least 24 hours. So if you want to taste it, you will want to wait for 48 hours to taste it after mixing this up. Of course, you can serve it with rice and ghee, and you can serve it with your idli, dosa, parathas. This is a normal achar, mango achar, Andhra style. You can see it's all almost come together. Right. can hear that sound also. That wettish thing. And the mango pieces will also release some moisture into this mix. One thing you have to be sure is that the oil you add is not less, otherwise the pickle is going to get dried up. Then you can just make sure it stays away from dampness or any kind of water. I'm just going to drizzle a little oil on top. That's it. We're going to cover it with a lid and let it sit for 24 hours. After 24 hours, I'm just going to mix it up, this time with a spatula. Cover it up again. Another 12 to 18 hours, I'm going to take it and store it in an airtight box. Preferably, you can use either ceramic, plastic, or glass. Try not to put it in steel or any kind of metal because this might actually react. And then you can store it, serve it as you like. Simple Andhra style Avakaya pachadi. The sample version is ready to sit and then ready to serve. Thank you for watching, and if you like my videos, do subscribe to Srivalli's Kitchen. You just have to click the red subscribe button below the video. Have a nice day.